And we're live. How's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How many people we got in here right now? We'll see here in a sec. And I'm just kind of curious. Let's see what happens here. And we kick it in. What's going on? Says nothing. Got a big nothing. Are we public? Yay. Oh, okay. Hey, Jacob Yeager, thanks there. I'm waiting for this thing to kick in here. It's always that first minute or so that makes you wonder, oh, hang on. Did I not hit go live? Okay, here we go. Are we running? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay. Forgot to hit the go live button in Streamlabs here. Hold on a minute. Or in OBS. Okay. Close this. Okay. Stream is healthy. Yep. Okay. I don't see anything in the analytics yet. That's fucking bizarre. Give me a minute here, guys. Well, let's just see what's going on. This is being weird. Let me just reload the picture or reload the. Okay, here we go. There we go. Hey, I just had to reload. Okay, great. Holy crap, look at this. Okay, we got like 92 people in here already. Damn. Hi, everyone. Hi, Michael O'Rourke. Wow, Charles Wagner. Yeah, it's cool here. Hi, Xander. Thanks so much. Dank Dude, Mike. I have no idea what's going on here. Just bear with me. It's been a very, very, very long day. I'm gonna go as long as my camera holds out. I don't know. I was just trying to do some research here before we started up. And, you know, I've got the ZVE one. Awesome autofocus, but I don't know. I got to get myself a decent USB capture card for streaming or something like that because this fucking piece of shit overheats. So I would definitely wouldn't recommend that. What the hell is going on here? Is this not reloading? Okay, 119. Okay, yeah, it is. All right. Okay, cool. Hey, Arlen. Hey, thanks, brother. Thanks for saying hi. Trying something a little different here. I'll actually move the chat window over here. Roman, how you been, man? Tyler Jensen. Yeah, it's been, well, I wouldn't say my hardships are behind me. So, here's the insane thing. So last week I did that video on my wife's progress and how great she's doing and whatnot. And then we had a little medical appointment to go to the next day. She literally had a fucking seizure in the doctor's office. So yeah, we're not out of the woods yet. It's been a pretty stressful week, that's for sure. Oh, hey, Brandon Green. No, Elgato makes an absolute garbage 4K capture card. I've had several. They overheat. They give up in the middle of the stream, and half the time OBS can't even find it. So yeah, I would definitely not recommend the stuff. I would not recommend the Elgato stuff at all. You know, it's like Elgato to me is like your first girlfriend's first sexual experience with you. Just a giant disappointment. Yeah, she's doing better. There's a long story going on there. Without giving away too many details and whatnot, they had to adjust her medications, and it's kind of kicked her ass, but at least she's a lot more stable now. Yeah, so, yeah, when it rains, it pours. Yeah, you're not fucking kidding, man. Anyway, yeah, this isn't the right time for that kind of thing. Yeah, she's doing better. She's starting to get a little bit better, so that's good. Like I said, her meds are really kicking her ass, so I'm not sure what the deal is right yet. Is this in place? Hey. Yep, just checking we got the stressor in here. Yeah, I would think so there, Misfit Wookie. Hey, Barstow, home of my favorite McDonald's ever. Seriously, if you ever go to Barstow, California, along the interstate there between Vegas and LA. Stop off in Barstow, go to the McDonald's. It's an absolute trip. Well, thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Hard on fishing. Follow the link in the description. Anyway, okay. Let's go. Let's listen to some songs. So, some clever bastard sent me a fucking mix there a couple weeks back on. Oh, Alan D said that. Yeah, Alan D said that back like 23 weeks ago. You know, I didn't have a stream going on. He said it, and I'm sure he's fucking wondering what's going on here. And it is a Fight or Die Master. Okay, so we're gonna give Fight or Die Master a spin here. This is by Alan D. Let's hear what we got. No video. Nice. Really good vocal performance, actually. You'd be very upset if that was an AI. God, we're actually at that spot where I actually have to say that now. It's like, God, I hope that wasn't an AI. Fuck. Oh, well. Hold on a sec there. There we go. That should be a bit better. Sorry. Yeah, desktop audio was printing at the wrong spot there. Anyway, yeah, okay. Yeah, I thought that was pretty good. Yeah, the drums were a touch loud. The rhythm guitars were a little buried. So were the vocals. So yeah, maybe bring the drums down a bit and bring the vocals up maybe a touch. And everything should balance out pretty well. It's a pretty close mix, actually. Guitars are a tiny bit on the fried side. Love to know what was going on there. It sounds like it might have been some kind of a direct... It sounds like it might have been some kind of a direct almost, with maybe a better choice in IR would have been better. I don't know. I'm just spitballing here, though. I'm just telling you what I'm thinking. I thought it was interesting, though. I mean, like, arrangement-wise, it was nothing, nothing too far out of the blue, except one weird drum fill. And I'm like, okay, that was an odd place for a fill, but okay, whatever. Not bad, though. Not bad. I liked it. Anyway, yes, everybody's chiming in here. Yes, it's election night here in Canada. And all I can say is, it's going to be a big turnout for this one. That's for sure. The stereo sounds robotic, you mean there, Theon, or Leon there, 1032. Yeah, robotic snare, definitely programmed. The kick, like I said, it was just a little too much drums for my taste. Oh, I thought the guitars were okay, but they could have just come up a bit. And like I said, maybe a bit more bottom end. I don't know. Oh, thank you, Anthony Volpe. Shit. Oh, right. I still had that set up from last time. No, I think I can do something. I was wondering why nothing was coming in. Okay, my mistake here. Let me find my tip page here. Hold on. Fuck. Tip methods, tip settings. Here we go. Nope. Tip methods. Let's see here. Nope. One moment, please. And yep. Okay. Okay. Yep. And let me see if I can save this. Save changes. Let me just check my tip page. Okay, I just adjusted it a touch. Let's see what we got. I opened it up to like 40. Okay, let me see here. Let me open this up, see what we got, and paste and go. Right, yeah. One-time tip. Yep, and 50, 75. Okay, yep. I'll leave it. I think we did like a $40 minimum there. So let's see what we go here. Like I said, let me see what we got. And yeah, I'll do add preset. There we go. And save changes. Thank you so much for that, Anthony. I apologize that. Let's see what we got here. And blam. Okay. Huh. Okay. Yep. Okay. How we doing here? Make sure that's going right. All right. Okay, I jumped through yeah, there we go. Okay, every tip page has been adjusted and set up correctly. Cool. All right. Thank you for your patience, gentlemen. All right. Anyway, how many we got here? Hey, we got 223 people in here. Hey, if you guys could like share this, that'd be really fucking cool. Hi, Marty Hall. Thanks for coming out. Yes, who we are. Yeah, Trudeau resigned there a few months back. Okay. Here's the thing. Okay, since audience is mainly Americans, and I love my American friends. Oh, thank you there, Aaron Lothar. Thank you for dropping by and hanging out. You're more than welcome to join us. Sorry you have COVID, man. That really sucks. I had a really nasty cold there a couple weeks ago and just wake up and just like gag up so much garbage. It was awful. Wife had to go to the emergency room one night. So yeah, I spent all night in an emergency room and got myself a really wicked head cold for my trouble. So that was all kinds of fun. Anyway, yes. I'm going to ask you guys a question before we play the next song. And this is for my American friends. Canadian guys, I wonder how many of you guys actually know this. Who is Canada's head of state? Who is in charge of Canada? Hey, John Gonzalez, Central Coast Cali. Oh, Central Coast Cali is fucking beautiful.
Hey, look out.
Thank you. That would be Celestian Skies. Thank you very much, Celestian Skies. You're going to be up in a few minutes here. And let's go here. Yeah, there we go. Celestial Skies. No, you're going to be up in just a minute. Nope. American Hero Loves Cats. Thank you, Tony. I love America as well. Yeah, you guys are our best friends. El Samuel got it right. Joseph 14. There we go. Yep. Okay. It's a 575. Yes, Aaron. Yep, it is. It's King Charles. Yeah, we're still subjects of the British Crown. So any talk about annexing Canada, our friends the Brits might have something to say about that. Somebody might want to explain that to. I'm not going to mention who in the U.S., but somebody probably still hasn't explained that to him yet. That's all right, Gabriel. Hey, like I said, it's like we're longtime friends, and I'm actually going to do a video in a couple, like when the weather warms up just a little bit more. And yes, my eggs, it actually is King Charles. We're still subjects of the English crown, and yeah, we're happy to be that. Yeah, it's wild. Actually, traveling to England is a blast as a Canadian because it's basically you go through customs, you don't even break stride. They're like, "Oh, you're one of us. Come on in." It's wild. Oh well, hey, there's Shadow Scales. I'm super happy you came by. Thanks so much. Yeah. Hey, Brady Nichols. Thank you very much. Hey, there we go. Darren Carpenter. There's another country that's subject to the English crown as well. Australia. It's like I've always said that, running Aussies like, let's see your money because the Queen's still on it, kind of thing. Make the Commonwealth great again. Yeah. Ryan, don't feel bad. Most of my American friends don't actually know that. Yes, SoundCloud is fine. It's not my particular favorite streaming service because it sounds kind of like ass, but oh, don't worry about it, Leif Erikson. I don't think he's going to ruin anybody's relationship. We're a little too smart for that. Gabriel, there you go. Gabriel's lying. He doesn't have a girlfriend. That's when I went to Canada bad. I missed dog sledding and snowmobile riding. Oh, snowmobiles are fun, man. I grew up on this. Yes, your garage. I get paid a classic Motu Mark too. I think my wife might have something to say about that there, Mr. Lopez. Hey, Alex, thanks so much for stopping in, man. Just just doing a stream. I finally got my voice back. I'm really, really, really late doing this. So, anyway, let's play a couple songs here. Let's see what we get. So, next up is Movement Hands by Blue Ribbon Coma. Let's see what we got here.
Sliding slow, how damned if there's nowhere left to go, and we go, and we go, and we go, falling fast to the ground, come hard, finding that you're torn apart, didn't even know you were singing, never know. inside my moving hands. So we'll never take a stand. But all that's ours, not ours to lend. So we slowly take control now. Forming function, sliding slow. How damned if there's nowhere left to go. And we go, and we go, and we go. Falling fast to ground, come hard. Finding that you're torn apart. Didn't even know you were sick. Never know just where you are. Results of having gone too far. The sickness only furthers the itch. Now I see. And if we slow together, then we fall apart. I'll go further than ever if we
Hey, what up, world? You remember when this fucking old
and I
history?
can't see, I can't believe, yeah. We're always there from the start, and I can't see, I can't believe.
All right, it wasn't bad. I mean, like, okay. The first thing I'd recommend is probably upgrading your overhead mics because they're, whatever you recorded them with, it's really spitty. The other thing is make sure you're not using boosting EQ on your overheads. Like, seriously, don't go around trying to boost frequencies. I mean, like, generally when I mix overheads, I'm just basically cutting at about anywhere from 200 to 400 hertz. And that's it. I'm just rolling off and then I'm leaving. I'm not boosting or cutting anything else. That's it. Maybe a tiny bit of compression. Sounds to me like you could hear the snare actually pulling to the left speaker. And that's, because you got your hi-hat mic cranked up. And you got too much snare in your hi-hat mic. So you might want to adjust that as well. So what I'd suggest here.
Hey, what up, world? You remember when this rock and roll history?
Hey, thank you, Anthony Volpe. Much appreciated. I'm gonna throw that in the. I'm gonna throw that in the pile there. Thank you. You just kind of jumped the queue a little bit. Thank you for that. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate everybody coming in tonight. By the way, it's so nice to see so many of you come out. I should really, give people warning about this. Because I'd love to see a lot more people in here, and if they know what's coming, then they will actually show up for it. Hey, Elso Cup. El Solo Cup. Sorry. Go follow the link in the description. Go to the Streamlabs page. You'll see a donation page, and that's how all that works. Links in the description. It's real easy. I really got to get some kind of automated system here to flash this. Oh, that's what I was going to recommend. Their Special K is the LCT 040s. Yeah, those are great. Yeah, what are those going for nowadays? Anyway, let me check on Amazon here. Or Sweetwater. Hold on.
Hey, Hey, look out, world. You're about to witness
who do we
rock
got
and roll
here?
history.
Tom Burr, thank you. What was that? Whoa! Tom just jumped the queue. Thank you, Tom. You're up next. Just give me 1 second here. I need a minute here with, I'm trying to make a recommendation here. So the Lewitt 040s are cheap, and they definitely do the fucking thing. And did the price go up on these? Maybe. They're about $250 for the pair. Let me see if I can pull that up here. And is that it? Yeah. This is what you're looking for right here, and that's the Lewitt 040 match. And they're a match set of overheads. Those might do really good. And again, I thought the toms were good. It's just, like I said, it sounds like your overheads could use a serious upgrade. And if you don't have a crap ton of money, that's probably where I'd recommend. I mean, like, if you've got money to spend, I would definitely recommend like a set of Earthworks or something like that, because those are beautiful. They're flat. They're super clean. I mean, like they were like Neil Peart's favorite overheads ever. Like they're some of my favorite overheads, like the SR72s or SR75s or whatever. Phenomenal microphones. But the Lewitt stuff's really great as well. The Lawton stuff, like I'm using a Lawton here. The Lawton makes great stuff. There's a lot of good choices out there. Hell, some of the Rode mics are really good too. The other thing is you can look in the used market for like maybe a set of Rode NT5s or something like that. You find those might do the job. And of course, what I got back here, yeah, it's way up here. You can't see it. My Octava MC012, phenomenal mic. I bought those like in 2000 or something like that. I used them on overheads for years and years and years until I got, like the Earthworks, and yeah, they never let me down. So always go with the best possible mics you can get your hands on for overheads, because they're kind of really important. So give that a shot, and that would be my recommendation there. Black Site. Oh, Tom Berkeley says Black Site Mix 2, definitely real drums. That is definitely my favorite kind of thing to check out here. But the other thing is, like I said, though, I thought you were okay. Just be careful where you're placing that hi-hat mic. The other thing I would say is get a mic under the snare and flip the polarity as well. It sounded like, your snare was kind of like all top mic, so not a lot of sizzle on there at all. And, yeah, give that a shot. But not a bad effort. Like I said, just needs a little bit of tweaking, but try and get it right at the source. And make sure your drummer is playing good cymbals, not like B8s or anything like that. Like have them borrow some if it comes down to it. You want to get the best cymbals you possibly can. And maybe try building some bass traps in your drum room as well. I've got a great video on bass traps. That'll be a huge help. They will definitely clean up your drum recording. Live tracked except the Vox. Okay, Sean Edwards, that's phenomenal. Yeah, check out my video on building bass traps. You can actually do them for like $40, $50 a pop, maybe a little bit more now. That video was about 10 years old, but that will clean up your drum recordings massively. Because if you're going into you record your drums in an untreated room, yeah, well, we'll see how it goes. Of course, I voted Marty Hall. Yeah, I don't want to do politics too very much, but I do believe. No, it's not $50 a song, Robert. Jesus fucking Christ. 40. Rule number 1, if you're good at something, don't do it for free. No, I didn't vote NDP. Shut the fuck up, Special K on Acid. Which Andy, Darren Carpenter? Anyway, yes, I voted. I just kind of feel that's like, if you're going to live in a fucking parliamentary democracy, the least you can do is go vote. Yeah, there's one thing. Here's one thing I will say. This is what I love about Canadian elections. The whole campaign lasted 5 weeks. That's it. 5 weeks for a federal campaign. That's it. There's no, registering ahead of time and whatnot. The government sends you your voting registration. You fucking show up, you vote. There's no lines. You go in, do your thing, and then get the fuck out. No big deal. It's not like they're, the federal election's only 2 years away. Like American media goes absolutely insane. All right, let's get going here. So then again, my apologies there, Tom. Tom Berkeley. Let's see what we got here. Black Site Mix 2, definitely real drums. Let's see what we got. Wow. Okay, definitely our first banger of the night. Yeah, the vocal production was absolutely killer. Great fucking performance vocally. Yeah, the only thing is, yeah, it's like, okay, most of the song, let me see. Bass guitar is a little buried. And then about here, right here, the bass guitar kicks in. So apparently that was a bit of Easy Drummer in there. Like I was definitely real drums. Yeah, sure. Yeah. Tom, liar, pants on fire, burr. But yeah, fucking great track, man. I thought it was really cool. I really dug it. I would like to hear that deeper bass tone a little bit more in the song. I would have liked to hear the fucking bass guitar come up just a tiny bit. Yeah, I got to agree with Anthony. That is one of the best tracks we've had on here. Like, it's just a really savage vocal performance, really gnarly guitars. I'm fucking jealous. It sounds so fucking good. Good for you, dude. You know, of course, I'm not trying to sound like that. I'm kind of, it's like I'm learning a lot in the last couple or over the last few months, and I'm gonna do some videos on that and where I'm going with that. But this is cool nonetheless. You know what I mean? I think you did something really awesome, and you should keep doing what you're doing. I would love to hear you get a real kit on there. That'd be cool. Trust me, that is just exponentially more difficult though. But the guitar tone, yeah, Poo Ninja. That's coming out probably Tuesday or Wednesday, that video. I'm not going to say much other than holy fuck. Anyway, but that was a really, really, really great mix. So you used the Dino Fear Factory guy, amp sim. What did you use for bass? Hi, Myopic. Thanks for coming out, man.
Hey, look out, world. You're about to witness
Hey, Century Road. Thank you very much. I'm going to put you in the pile here just a moment. And let's see that. Bam. There we go. I would love to know what you used on bass guitar on this, and I'd like you to turn it up a little bit. Yes, of course I voted in Factory. What do you think? I'm some irresponsible twat who just sits around and bitches all day? No, I go get shit done. Actually, I think this is probably going to be the biggest turnout in Canadian history for an election. The way it's going, but it really, really sounded good. I was like, it's like, do I gotta go get myself a copy of Easy Drummer and find out what all this shit's all about? Hey, JC Swift. Yes, PA. It is definitely the / Magnavox or Magnatone. Magnavox. Oh my God. Anybody remember those? The fucking Magnavox Odyssey? Bass Forge Bone Crusher. I usually use Helix, but I want to change. I'll be moving to real shit once the garage is sorted. Okay. I would definitely recommend getting yourself a copy of Spectre Digital's Element Bass if you want really cool bass tone. That's just my opinion, though. I could be wrong. But yeah, overall, great job, man. Easy Drummer 3 is killer. Yeah, Easy Superior Drummer is fantastic. Okay, maybe I'll have to check it out at some point. Check it out on the show. Okay, cool. And Ash is running the band. Blah blah blah. Okay. Okay. Woodward Star. No, well, I just been on the exercise bike in the mornings because it's too goddamn cold here in the mornings still. But I definitely do want to get out on my bike. I'm doing, when it's warm enough, I've been just walking, actually doing power walks every morning. Okay. Put Superior for sure. I've still got it. Oh, okay. What did you use there, Tom? Did you use Superior or Easy? I'm curious. And which kit? Hey, Rocco. Great to see you, man. I've literally got the new Elisa's kit in my other room I need to do a video on, so it might be kind of cool to be able to match it up with a couple of different drum sets. Oh, yeah, you got to check out the Spectre Digital Classic Rock kit as well. That one just sounds fucking unreal. Not enough people checked it again yesterday. Just going, can't wait to use it soon. Yeah, good for you, Juan. Andy Wallace mixing takes and got a killer bass on that one. Yeah, I've been studying a lot of Andy's things too. Really happy with some of the snares I've been getting lately. No, not Blood Knight. No, auto-tune is auto-tune. The new one, PA. He's easy drummer on everything. Interesting discussion right here. I know we got to listen to more songs here, but I'm just really enjoying this discussion here. Yeah, Tom, let us know which kit you used. I'm very curious about that. Oh, you do? You got Icon out. Yeah, I'm really happy with it too, Anthony. I was really blown away by how good that turned out. I need to do some demos on the show for it at some point. Just everything is just on, content's coming out at a snail's pace compared to how it used to, because I got to put in time with the wife. You know what I mean? I got to drive around all over the fucking place this week. She's got a million different medical appointments and stuff. So I'm doing content when I can, and I do appreciate your patience, guys. Like I said, I've got a video coming out on the Magnetone in the next day or two. I know you're going to like it. That thing is an absolute monster. Oh, okay. It was Gojira's Mario. Okay, good to know there. Oh, contact kit. Okay. Well, I've got contact. I'll check it out at some point. Oh, it's by Mix. Oh, it's from Mixwave. Okay. I know those guys. All right, yeah. Well, sounded killer. All right. Thanks for sharing with the class, man. Great job. Sounded really fucking good. She's getting better. She, like I said, I'm bringing everyone up to speed. Yes, she's getting better, but she literally had a seizure the day after I released my video. So it was a bit of a rough week last week. She spent like the whole night in the emergency room, and yeah, it wasn't fun. She's doing a lot better today, but she's still got a long way to go. I do appreciate everyone coming to hang out tonight, though. I really do. It's great to see all of you guys. Yeah, she's on a. She's doing better, but she's still got, like I said, she's got a long way to go. Okay, let's listen to some songs. Sorry, getting a little sidetracked here. Okay, this is Left Behind by Strike, spelt with a Y. Let's check it out, man.
Feeling like
intelligence begins now.
Okay, that was Strike with Left Behind, in case you didn't hear it. They only said it about 8,000 times in that song, but there you go. The guitars I like and I don't. You know, it's like the leads were amazing. The rhythm tone sounds a little bit thin and maybe almost direct recorded. I'm not sure what was going on there. I'm like, did you mic a cab? I don't know what's going on with that one. The bass needs to come up. The bass tone sounded great. It should be louder. But the drums, that's the part I'm having a problem with there. Not quite a banger in my opinion. Great song, but the mix needed a little bit more. It sounded like a serious lack of ambience on the drums. Like everything was just close mics. I don't know if that was programmed or not, but they just didn't quite gel for me the way they should. I want to hear big drums. The drums were kind of small sounding, actually. They were, a little bit. I've heard far worse. Trust me. Don't get super discouraged here. You're almost there. Oh, this was Celestians, guys. Okay, it was Neural DSP with a little bit of fuzz. Maybe not the right call. Try a different IR or something, or at least make sure you got the IR on there. Okay, the vocals were fucking killer. What was going on with the drums? I'm genuinely curious about that. Yeah, I would agree with that too, Gabriel. Make sure the impulse response is turned on. That's a big one. Hey, Recording Mag. Like, is that like actual Recording Magazine dropping in here tonight? Is that Paul from Recording Magazine? I'm genuinely curious. I used to subscribe to Recording Magazine like that. I religiously watch it. Okay, Recorded Live. Yes, Celestian Skies. Were they real drums? Or wasn't an E-kit? Inquiring minds want to know. Yeah. We need information so I can help you here. Yeah, the drums need a bit of work here. I'm trying to find out what's going on so I can. Okay, hey everybody, it's Paul from Recording Magazine. Everybody say hi to Paul. But I'm genuinely curious here. Come on, Celestians, guys, let me know about the drums here. Yes, they were real. Okay. Sounds like you didn't have a room mic on. And that's an easy mistake to make because believe me, everybody does it, myself included, is, you always see these pictures of kits mic'd up in recording studios and I got all these huge array of microphones. Oh, we need to do that. But they never show the picture of the most important mic of all, which is the room mic. If you started with all the close mics, you didn't put a room mic up, go kick yourself in the face. Drum room mics are super important. Drum room mics are like guitar speakers. Nobody ever fucking thinks of them. And they're literally the most important part of the signal chain. Same with your drum sound. Get the best microphone you have. Get the best preamp you have. And set up your drummer. Walk around your drum room. Usually you got to do it with three people. You got to have somebody playing the drums. You got to have somebody moving the mic. And you got to be in your control room. And have them walk around the room with somebody playing the drums until the drums sound great. And leave the mic there and record with that. because if you compress the shit out of the drum room and it sounds good, that'll fill in and give you that much better ambience. I've also got a couple of videos on how I'm doing, Andy Wallace style snare drums, and that's where you actually you don't send the snare drum to a reverb. You take an ambient sample and send that to a reverb, and I've been getting amazing results with that. So yeah, a room mic and then maybe a little Andy Wallace snare mixing technique might help out massively. So try that. That'll fatten your drums up quite a bit. So yeah, make sure your impulse response is activated for your rhythm track. That's a big one. And if it is, try a different impulse response. And room mic on your drums. And again, pretty sure I've got a video here on some of the Andy Wallace snare mixing techniques that I'm really starting to use as of late that I really like quite a bit. That's going to give you a much, much fatter snare sound. So give that a shot and that'll probably get you there. Maybe bring your overall master level up just a teensy bit as well. I thought it was a tiny bit on the quiet side, but overall, great track, just needs a little bit of smoothing and you got it, man. Turn the bass up as well. Don't be afraid to. I'm always forever screaming at people, turn your freaking bass up because that's what's going to make your guitars heavy. But you're almost there, man. Like I said, I thought you had a killer track. Just need to tweak it up just a little bit. Great job overall. Hopefully we'll see you back in a few weeks and we can check what that's all about. Yes, a near banger. Almost, but not quite there yet. Just a few tweaks and do that. Okay, let's move on here. And so we've got Anthony Volpe. With a Mindreader. Okay, here we go. Something my wife expects me to be at all times, a Mindreader. How many of you guys deal with that too? Wow, Anthony, holy shit. Man. That was just nut. You had a real banger there last time too. That really funny song you did. This was really cool, man. Wow, that was just nuts. First off, love the auto pan on the bass guitar. I've never heard anything like that. Not used on a bass, and certainly not in that fashion. I don't think I've ever heard that effect anywhere. So congratulations on number one, thinking outside the box, and number two, just writing a really killer track. That was really something. That worked so well. So congratulations on that. I think you got a ripping track there. Yeah, definitely had a bit of that ZZ Top vibe going on, a little bit of TV dinners, or yeah, Nationwide. Yeah, a little bit of Lenny Kravitz drums going on. It just worked on so many fucking levels. Impact Soundworks. Okay, great. Well, like I said, the auto pan on there, that was very creative and very well done. I thought that was cool. I'm sure you broke about 1 million rules making this song, and good for you. Rules need to be broken. This is one of the very few tracks I've ever had come on here, and I'm like, oh, fuck, it's over already? Damn it. Usually it's like, oh, come on. 9-minute gent epic, really? Do we need that? Fuck. This was actually catchy. You know, there were actual hooks there were breaks, there were rests. They're very well thought out, strong song structure. Super Monster Party. It's easy. Follow the link in the description below and send me $10,000. There you go. And but that fuzzier than a shag rug. No, that song grooved like a moose. That was really fun, man. Good for you. Absolute banger. Yeah, if anybody wants to listen to that song again, just open up my video description. It's in the bangers list. I would highly recommend checking out that one. Anthony, man, that was a fucking grand slam, man. Great job. Yeah, technically, I'm sure we could have improved the mix a little bit, but I'm thinking, why? It just fucking worked. It really worked. Yeah, the dry drums were fucking cool. Like I said, they kind of reminded me of the first Kravitz record a little bit. Like you could put on Mr. Cab Driver or something like that. Those drums are dry. And, okay, making me in a lang sucks. Good. Thank you, Anthony Volpe. I always love that. But Pink Floyd did like 11-minute songs. Yes. And when you have songwriting skills equal or better than Pink Floyd, then you should write long songs. That's a pretty big fucking, pretty big if, though. If your songwriting skills are that good. Yeah. Yeah. Release the Trent instrumentals. Fuck you, Beats and Meats. Everybody say fuck you, Beats and Meats. Here, I'll start it. Don't spray anything. Oh, shit. All right. Anyway. I'm very electro. This all fits in. He made a last brother my favorite. So that's mean. Grooving like the most thing. Dean Harkness. I did a band once that kind of like, they sounded like a lot like the Chili Peppers. I remember that was actually a comment somebody put on there on the Andy Steam forum. I put my mix up. I put the song up and somebody said, yeah, that song grooves like a moose, and that just kind of stuck with me there. Oh, hang on. We got the we must have the chat filter on there. I guess if we can't put fuck you, Beats and Meats in the chat. I don't know, say there you go, the hollow. All right. We got a couple more songs here. Hey, we only got 2 songs in the queue, so if you don't want to wait around too long and you want to get your song heard, now's the time. So, yeah, go on over to the video description, send me a link, send me a song. I'll be happy to put it up and hopefully give you some helpful advice and help you make better mixes today. Okay, so next up, we've got Nameless Horror. Yeah, okay, I don't know. Insert witty anecdote here. Yeah, maybe just a bit more reverb on the guitar. Thomas, I think you might be right. That might be a good suggestion there. We'll go check it out. Okay, next up we've got okay, Nameless Horror. A few pizza meats. Drums are a tiny bit loud. Yeah. All right, so few problems with that one there. Nameless Horror, that's the name of the track there. Guitars were really thin, unfortunately, and the drums were a little too up front, in my opinion. They could probably come back a bit. Bass guitar can come up. That's going to be what makes your guitars heavy. Is not your guitar sound, it's the bass guitar sound. This is why I'm always screaming at bass players to fucking learn the goddamn song, because the whole thing kind of works around them. We need great bass to make our guitars sound good. So go over to Spectre Digital, grab yourself a copy of Element Bass, and mix your bass with that. Go check out my three-stage bass thing. All you gotta do is turn 3 knobs, it works. And not like 90% of all fucking mixes. I'd recommend maybe going the Bogart amp knob on the guitars there, because it's just not that heavy sounding. They're a little fizzy. I'd start with Bogart amp knob because that's going to sound good. It'll give you a good idea how a good guitar is supposed to sound good on its own. So when you go to dial in whatever the hell you want to put in your mix, you've got a good jumping off point. You know what to work with, what you're shooting for. That's the thing I always find is like the hardest part is figuring out, well, how do I make this guitar sound good on its own? I've done a video on it. The best way to do it, in my opinion, if you don't have that, if you don't want to go get amp knob, is have your drums and bass playing and then play your guitar along to that. And dial in your amp that way. And if you're using like reamping, or if you're playing with a live amp, whatnot, just or an amp sim or whatnot, just have the track play and tweak the amp sim up. But have the mix going. That'll give you a better idea how it's going to sound. Because the last thing in the world you want to do is dial in the guitar by itself and go, okay, why doesn't this, and then get a great sound that you're happy with, and then it doesn't work in the context of a mix. You start playing the drums and bass with it, and like, well, suddenly this guitar doesn't sound so great anymore. That's a problem we all make. That's a screw up we all do, myself included. I know I've done that numerous times. It's always a good idea to have the drums and bass going first, then dial in your guitars. You're going to get way better results that way. So there you go. Redial in your guitars. Turn up your fucking bass guitar massively. Maybe put a little bit more ambience on the drums too as well. I thought they were a little dry, but they can come down just a tiny bit as well. Not bad though, not a bad effort. I found the singing vocals were really thin sounding. So that either tells me you're too far away from the mic, you don't have a proximity effect going. Like if I'm back here and I'm here, you can hear the difference proximity effect makes. You need to fatten those vocals up. You might have too much EQ on those vocals as well. Maybe back that off. I find that's a really easy mistake to make, is just, start cranking on all kinds of fucking EQ. It doesn't help. All right. And please ignore all the assholes in the comments saying, oh, you need better pickups. You didn't have the right wood. Yeah, that's not being helpful. What? Pay me $1,000 Super Monster Party and I will tell you. Have you experienced when a speaker didn't work well? Yes, John Laughlin. The PV shitfield. Avoid that like the plague. A lot of the cheap Behringer cabs had really terrible Jensens in them. Those are really bad too. Even T75s had a hard time with for the longest time. You can't go wrong with vintage 30s, especially the newer ones. They're phenomenal. My personal favorite right now is probably the Mojotone BV30H. Those are killer. And the new Celestion EVHs are awesome too. There's all kinds of great stuff. Anyway, okay, let's move it on here. Whoops, wrong damn button here. Hold on, hopefully I didn't fuck that up too bad. And Century Road. Okay. Okay, yep. Yep. Okay. And once again, the queue is wide open. We got like 2 songs in here. It's not even 9 o'clock yet. Jeez. My Bouchard cab is awful. Well, your cab's probably fine there, Gabriel. You just probably need to drop some good speakers in there. Go check out what Mojotone's got to offer. They're a little bit cheaper than Celestion. They're not bad. Okay, so next up is Hot Boy Summer Brainwashed. God, that I don't know what this is all about. We'll see here. Here we go. Let's give it a spin. They told me to start at 2 minutes to skip the boring intro. Here we go. Does this keep? Do we get a song back? Still goes on for a minute or two here. Let's see what's going on. We got a song back here? No, just bullshit. Okay. Jesus Christ, it's a fucking punk rock song. It's not fucking Citizen Kane. It was an interesting song. I thought the mix was pretty good. Yeah, like I said, the bass guitar didn't come up, but other than that, yeah, the snare was nice and fat sounding. Definitely was not a real snare, or if it was heavily augmented. Whatever, it worked. I'm not going to bitch too much. The cymbals were very clean. I thought that was all right. So whatever sample set that was you were using sounded pretty fucking good. The guitars were a little bit on the thin side, and I thought they could have been balanced out better if the bass had come up. Vocals were very nice. Not too much to bitch about on that mix. Overall, nice job. I thought it was pretty fucking good. Hey, Gilbert, thanks for coming out, man. We got any tips on the correct levels in stereo image? I've noticed that it's pretty much the most important thing. Yes, Alex. Details will come. All I'm going to say there. And more good stuff than that. Oh, I would totally agree there. Yeah, Century Road, you're up next. Yeah, they're basically last in the queue. I guess I should warn people a bit ahead of time before I start doing these. It was kind of a last minute thing. I didn't know I was going to get to do a stream tonight or not. Had a busy day. Hey, thanks there, Beats and Meats, for filling that in. Yeah, you might be right there, Ben. Yeah, I can see CLA doing something like that. Can I play that ZZ Top song again? No, but it's in the bangers list if you want to go play it on your own time. That's why I put it in the list. I thought it was a killer track, and I would highly recommend it. So, yes, follow the link in the description, like under tonight's bangers, and it's right there. Alrighty. Anyway, yes. Let's check it out. Century Road with Burn!
Excitement
Okay, Century Road. So yeah, what'd you use on the guitars? What were the drums? You know, that kind of thing. Why's the lead guitar buried? Why during the lead break we have lead snare drum instead of lead guitar? That kind of thing. Yeah, tell us about what you used on the guitars, what's on the bass, what's on the drums. How long did you spend on those fucking background vocals? All that. That's what I'm saying. Give us details. Share with the class. I want to learn. Inquiring minds want to know. I want to know. I thought it was cool though. Yeah, the guy can sing. It was interesting. Give him a few minutes to type here. Snare drum is the best snare drum. No, it's not. Guitars are 5150 stealth with the 57. Okay. 5150 stealth. What's that? Okay. Quad track. Yeah. Okay, cool. All right. Wonder what cab you were using on that. Didn't quite sound like a vintage 30, that's for sure.
Hey, look out, world.
Oh, hey, Matthias. Thank you, Matthias. Much appreciated. Yeah, let's get you in the queue. You are next up, brother. Thank you so very much. Jazz Villain. That's right on. Okay. No AI here, folks. Yeah, what were the drums there, Century Road? And what was the bass? And again, what were the drums and bass? I'm curious about the rhythm section. Oh, 1x12 EVH cab. Okay, 50 watt head with a 1x1. That might explain the unique guitar sound there. Would be the 1x12 EVH 30 watt extension cabinet. Ooh, let me see here. What's in that? Oh, it's a G12H. Okay. Okay. All right. And, Immortal Headquarters. Thank you. You're up right after. Oh, hang on. You're up right after Matthias there. Oh, yeah. Jazz Villain. Right. We're going to play that in a sec here. Okay, cool. Yeah, that sounds like that explains the different guitar sound. Yeah, that's a G12H. So it's a heavyweight greenback. So just a little bit different. I've got some G12Hs in here. Pretty fucking cool stuff. All right, that explains the fairly unique tone. Good for you, man. I really did easy 3 to 2 different kits mixed. Yeah, prog kit mixed with a bit of Bob Rock kit. Okay, there you go. That explains the drum sound. Okay, cool. Thank you for sharing with the class, Century Road. I thought it was an interesting mix. Vocally, it was really cool. Not bad at all. I guess I should really start exploring some E-kits at some point. Okay. Hi, everybody. Nightshades. Just chilling out, playing some songs, hopefully helping some people out. Century Road, I think you did a really good job there, man. Like I said, I didn't have too much to complain about. Maybe turn the lead guitar up, turn the snare down during that. It is the lead guitar, not lead snare. So that's my only gripe. Otherwise, you fucking got it. Maybe take the vocals down just a teensy bit. They were a tiny bit on the loud side, but then again, you want sing along, so you want the vocal loud. So don't worry too much about that. No, I appreciate it, Century Road. You come back. You always come with some really cool stuff, man. We always like seeing you here. Oh, well, thanks for coming out, Burnt Gerbil. So nice of you to drop by and share some goodwill with everybody. How you doing tonight? I hope you're well. Anyway, let's see here. Yes, I do like to help. Oh yeah, right. Sorry, just juggling 8 different things here. So we want Jazz Villain. Okay, and this was. Yeah, it's always good to have a second set of ears listening to your stuff. Like I said, nothing really jumped out to me except for I'm like, where's the fucking lead? I have a brand new Alesis E-kit in the other room, like one of the really nice ones. It's the smaller one, which is great because I need floor space in here because that's one thing I don't have, but I'm really looking forward to checking it out. Anyway, who sent that in? What? That was Matthias, yeah. So let's see what Matthias has got here. Okay, that was fucking cool. Jeez. God, you remember that song? I really gotta fucking remix that at some point, but whatever. God, I did that song 10 years ago. What I could do with it now? Anyway, that was a really interesting song there, Matthias. It just, you start playing that, and I just immediately want to, cut to black and white, guy smoking in an office. She was the kind of dame that meant trouble, that kind of thing. Private detective kind of film noir thing. It just immediately grabbed me to that. So congratulations on setting a hell of a mood. Matthias, that was fucking cool. I've got no idea how to judge that mix. Short and sweet, that's how I like it, but I mean, I'm not a jazz guy, so that just works. Yeah, this is only 1 minute long, so it doesn't matter if I play it. This all programmed? I'm curious. The promo song for a t-shirt company. It does sound a lot like it's probably synth. It fucking works. Meticulously programmed, yeah. All virtualized. Yeah, there we go. All right, that's what I thought. Yeah, I'm like that fucking stand-up bass is just a little too clean to be real. It's cool though. I really did dig it. I'll tell you this. I went to the Yamaha headquarters in I went to the Yamaha headquarters in Japan. Oh God, what's the name of the town? I can't fucking remember. My apologies to my Japanese friends right now. But they had a museum set up, and they had a virtual jazz band, and it was a stage with real instruments, all being played by robotic actuators. There's like a grand piano, electronic, or a real acoustic drum set with actuators on the snares and cymbals. Even the bass guitar was being played with robotic actuators, and they just program everything in MIDI, and then these real instruments played. It just came to life. It sounded absolutely fucking unbelievable. I've got it on video somewhere, actually. I should really dig that up. It's really cool use of the really cool use of the tech, that's for sure. Hamamatsu, Japan. My apologies. There we go. No, it's definitely not Osaka, although Osaka is home to the is called home to Silver Ball Planet. It is it's an arcade with new and vintage pinball machines, and it is fucking awesome. Yeah, very, very cool stuff. Yes, if you ever have the chance to go to Osaka, go. It's fucking great. Had an absolute blast in Osaka. Had an absolute blast in Tokyo. I want to go back to Japan. I'm not going anywhere for the time being anyway while my wife gets better, but fingers crossed she's going to keep getting better. So anyway, yeah. Chuck E. Cheese animatronic band. There you go. Anyway, let's see here. So we got Convolution of Vamatar, Epiphany of the Dead. Wonder what kind of music this is going to be. Anyway, Matthias, thanks for sending that in, man. That was just fucking great. Sounded absolutely beautiful. Hopefully you got paid for that, because it was great. Here we go.
Hey, look out, world. You're about to witness rock and roll history.
Thank you. Okay. That one was a little rough. Okay. How can I, what's the best way I can help you here? Okay, overall, your levels need to come down. Okay, we used to record it to tape and we'd push things in the red. It was cool. If you see that going on digital, that's a bad thing. Okay, yeah, there's a lot of clipping going on. I don't know if you clipped it during the recording phase or the mixing phase, but there's definitely serious clipping going. And you've got everything pushed so fucking hard. Okay, like if you got all your faders up, you keep pushing. Okay, yeah, granted. You've got your DAW. I'm just doing this visually here so you can see what I mean. If you crank everything up and keep pushing, you've got nowhere to go, and then you wind up with something like that. So you got to remember, mixing isn't just about turning things up. It's about turning things down too. You have to find a balance between things. So it's like, start kind of more at your midpoint. You know what I mean? Maybe turn up one thing here and then turn something else down to make room for the one thing you want to hear louder. It isn't just about pushing things up at all times. But if you see things going into the red, that means you need to give yourself headroom. You need space for that mix to go. Especially onto your mix bus. You might have just had that cranked up too much. Somebody made a comment there. Like I got my main mix fader here. You can just turn that down a little bit and give yourself some breathing room. Right now it's just like everything's all loud all the time, and it's very, very, very fatiguing to listen to. I get it. It's kind of exciting to do, but it's not thinking outside the box. It's just you need a little bit more experience to realize it's like, ooh, this might not be the intended result I want. You want it to be fresh and exciting and all that, but it gets hard to listen to after the first 10 seconds when you're that loud. And then, you suffer from lead ride cymbal there. That's the thing. That's the loudest part of your mix. Is the ride cymbal. It's that ding, 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 ding. It's really irritating to listen to. So that's something to keep in mind as well. So yeah, give yourself some headroom. I'd say start your mix over again and just take everything and bring everything down. All your faders for about 5 to 10 decibels, and then turn your main mix up. Turn your volume knob up. Don't turn all the faders up. Turn your volume knob up. Try that. And you might get some much better results that way. I thought the guitars were interesting. They had the kind of maybe an old Celtic Frost kind of vibe. I thought it was cool. But like I said, just because everything's so overdriven, it's hard to hear what's going on. The kick drum definitely needs some definition on it as well, like some attack. Because it's all just like, again, it's heavily clipped. It was just fart. So... yeah, like I said, once you give yourself some space, you might hear things better. Watching since 20 advice has been, I'd love to send you a t-shirt if you have a P.O. box. I need to get one there, Convolutions. I should definitely set one up at some point. No, thanks for sending that in, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it needs a lot of work. Don't get discouraged, though. We're all new at one point. You know what I mean? It's like, I can listen to some of my early mixes and go, ugh. Hell, I listen to some of my mixes from when I first started the show, and I'm like, ugh. It's like, you will get better. You just got to put in the work. Again, just remember, find a balance. Don't keep turning everything up. Mixing is about give and take. Yeah, it probably, Alexia, I would agree. It probably does need an entire remix. You want to start from the ground up, but try and balance things out a little bit. Simplify your mix maybe a little bit too. Try just start with your bass guitar. Kick, bass, get that working, then bring in your guitars. Don't crank your guitars up and try and get everything to work around that, because it's not going to work that way. Start with your kick and your bass guitar, then bring in the snare, overheads, then try bringing your guitars in. And do various versions. What I'd say is don't just render one version and be happy with that. Only human recordings. Yeah, I've got time for one or two more. Sure, why not? What I'd say is maybe render like 3 or 4 different versions and take them, go play them in your car or on a radio or something like that, a boombox, USB thing or something like that. Make several different versions and figure out which one you like the best, and ask your friends for their opinions too. But remember, it's all about give and take. Anyway, I hope you found that helpful. I think you got something interesting. You just need to learn a little bit more about mixing, and you are definitely going to like what's coming up soon. I think next month, I think you're really going to dig it. Yeah, what Beats is saying there. Once he learns how to spell. Yes, that's correct. Anyway, yeah, you're going to like what's coming up next month, I think. I'll have some news on that. in the near future. Anyway, let's go on here. So I've got one left here. It's the by A Dream of Poe. It's the Whale of Gaia 108. And let's see what. Oh, it's 7 minutes long. Let's see what we got here. right. That was The Wail of Gaia by Dream of Poe. That was an interesting track. The only way I could see improving that is, get a real drummer. It's a little too precise, especially for a long song like that. A little bit of swing. I think the best thing you could possibly do, you're asking, how can I make this better? Throw out your metronome. Get your metronome and light it on fire and say goodbye to it and fucking get a real band and fucking record a real song in a real room and get a vibe going. I mean, we did, we did the second Woods of Ypres record in here back in 2004. And the tempo was all over that on that one. There was no click track. The tempo was definitely all over the place. We still got album of the year. Imagine that. Keep that in mind. The metronome is not your friend, especially for a song like that. Because the Woods album, it was the second Woods album it was a lot of doom elements on it, and the tempo was all over the place, and it fucking worked. Those songs had groove. I think that's what your song really needs, is a little bit of groove and a little less precision. Even if you can't record real drums, get an E kit and run it through Superior or something like that. And just use that. Fuck programming tempo changes. Fuck programming in general. Just fucking play an instrument. We need more of that. But overall, the mix was killer. It was very clean. It just worked on a lot of different levels. So I would agree there. Old guy plays metal. I thought the vocals were neat. It's like, go listen to some Typo records. That'd be my suggestion.
Hey, look out, world.
We got one left. Crown of Ages. Okay. Let's see here. I think it's not done as per usual lately. Right, mix and remix about 17 times. Just try to see if I'm going in the right direction. Hey, I know how that feels. All right, let's download this. Check it out. At a merciful 2 minutes 42 seconds. I appreciate that. Okay, hold on. Not quite done with the last one there. So I thought overall, though, the choice of tones was great. Everything was well balanced. Everything worked. I said the only way you're going to get better is if you throw out the metronome, throw out R2D2, and start jamming with musicians, or try recording everything yourself. Again, go listen to the first Lenny Kravitz record. He played everything on there. Go listen to like Stevie Wonder's Intervisions. He played everything on those records by himself. It's just those were cool fucking records. That would be my suggestion. But overall, killer track. But throw the fucking metronome out. It's not doing you any favors. Go watch, if you like doom metal, go watch Son O live. Don't think they're using a metronome. Just my thought. Things on. Dream of Poe. Yes, the one thing I was going to say, dynamically, I think might work better. You had a part where you had like a kind of broke down to the string section. Everything was kind of quiet, and then you just got this kick drum on a bang, 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 and then boom, the whole band kicks in. Turn that kick drum down a little bit too. Like automate it down for like those 3 or 4 hits you got, and have the whole ensemble come in way stronger that way. Or lose that kick drum altogether and just have it fucking come bam. That much harder. Or have like a reverse reverb kind of like waft up into it or something like that. Whomp, like that. It might be a little bit more dramatic than just having this kick drum come out of nowhere. That's an arrangement thing. That's actually an easy fix. You find that can kind of, help things out. If you can add little things like that to give, what do they call them? Sprinkles. Add little sprinkles in like that. That could really help the song. All right. Hopefully you found that helpful, man. Thanks so much for stopping by and sharing your song, though. I thought it was fucking cool. Anyway, let's see what we got here. So we're going to do The Highway 39V2. Yeah, here we go.
See
Okay, short and sweet. Okay. Overall, I thought the mix was a little bit on the bright side. The drums sounded like they were over EQ'd a little much, so you might want to back off the treble on that just a tiny bit. And what was the name of that song again? Let me see here. Hold on. Recent events. Just making sure I got that right. Hold on one sec. And that was Crown of Aegis. Okay, it's not done per usual. Okay, yeah, Crown of Aegis. I'm kind of curious, man. What were you mixing on? What were you listening to your mix on? Was it studio monitors? Was it headphones? You know, inquiring minds want to know. And if it was headphones, you might like what's coming up in a week or two. I'll have that coming up on the show real soon. Don't worry about that. I'll explain what's going on there. But I thought the drums were a tiny bit bright. Like I said, it sounded like you're cranked. Ah, shit. Hang on. Just overheated my camera. Fuck. Let me shut this down for a sec. Give me a minute here, guys. I am still here. Just make do with the shitty blank camera for a moment. Fuck. I really got to figure out my camera situation here. Again, I thought it was a little bit bright. Crown of Aegis. Let us know, what were you mixing on? Cleanse too hot for cameras. You know, leave a comment there. Let me know what you're mixing on. I'm still here, Echo Yankee. Yes. Camera overheated. Yes. I do have a fan on the camera, Wade. And it still overheats. This fucking Sony for you. Ugh. Got VSX and KR monitors. Okay. Really interesting. Okay. At least you're using VSX. That's cool. And you are monitoring on a couple of different things. Okay. Well, again, you just might be going a little bit crazy with the EQ there. I'd say back off the treble on the drums just a little bit. Hold on. CBC. Yeah, dark times in Canada. Yeah, I made to go check the fucking. You made me go check the news. Just give me a second. Let this camera calm down for a second here. Sorry about all this. Let's see here. I'm just trying to figure out. Give me a minute here. Ooh. Open this up. Okay, we're back. Hopefully get this open. Okay. Oh, Sony E6000. Okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, it's a good point, AD Wheeler. Hold on. All right. So yeah, okay. Hopefully the camera will last here for a little bit, but that's fine. What time we got? 9:47. Okay, we got a couple songs left. Yeah, I'm trying to find a camera that suits all my needs, and yeah, it's not going well. I got an A7 IV that doesn't overheat, and I had an Elgato for that, but that doesn't work half the fucking time, and that drops dead. Anyway, yeah. Okay, anyway, let's get back to the mix here. It was kind of cool. I like the guitar sound. I thought there was a little too much EQ on the vocal. It sounded a little bit too bright. The drums sounded a little too bright. So basically, back off the treble a little bit. Maybe the headphones are lying to you. I don't know. It's hard to say though if you're using monitors and VSX. So it's a tough call. I thought overall it just sounded a little bit bright. So yeah, if you're mixing like 17, 18 times, my suggestion would be this: take a nap. Seriously, go sleep on it. I always find that if I go take a nap when I'm in the middle of a mix, it's the hardest thing in the world to do is walk away. Oh God, believe me, I get it. You get it so obsessed and you crawl so far up your own ass when you're mixing. And it's like the best thing you can do half the time is just fucking walk away, take a nap, come back with fresh ears and go, oh, okay, great. You usually I guarantee you this, you will make a better mix after a nap in the first 5 minutes than you will spending 5 hours working on the same fucking song. Yeah, and you're pretty new. Okay, there you go too. So that would be my suggestion. I've always find that if I can come back the next morning and go, oh, tweak, done. That'll save you so much fucking grief than just fucking trying to run yourself into the ground when you're mixing. So yeah, watch the EQ. Okay, if you're new, yeah, watch the EQ. You don't have to EQ the living fuck out of everything. Anyway, so that would be my suggestion there. Try it again, but don't try it tonight. Go take it easy tonight. Go take a nap. Go, if you get a chance, wake up in the morning and give it a shot. And if you got to work, well, wait till you get home. But make sure you got fresh ears. And if you work in an industrial setting, wear fucking earplugs. That was the worst thing ever. Like when I worked at Chrysler, I'd spend all night on the line and want to come home and mix, and it just would never work. I'd have to take a nap or something, let my ears reset. Even though I wore earplugs all day, my hearing was still really fucking shot. Just from trying to fucking, just from all the mechanical noise in the background. Go try and fucking mix after work, and it wasn't happening. All right. So that would be my suggestion. And yeah, keep trying, man. You're definitely well on your way. Just don't overdo it with the EQ. You should do it. Move your faders first, not your EQs first. Anyway, let's move on. Next up is At the White Wall by To Give You the Stars. Here we go.
Hey, look out, world, you're about to witness.
Oh, thank you, Remorse by Omission.
Take this hand, lead me to a rumor that west the ships stand until it's cast away. But in the sand, a line is drawn to keep us out. We crash like waves.
All right, I really dug that. That was cool. I actually threw that on the bangers list, mainly for one simple reason. It's not even a type of song I really like that much, but I think that everybody could learn something from this mix. Is that this shows a great example of a great big fat bass guitar and thin electric guitars are a great mix. That makes your mix sound great. If you make your guitars sound big and your bass weak, your whole mix is going to sound weak. Those weren't thick guitars, but because it had such a huge bass sitting underneath it, the whole thing sounded fucking amazing when all those instruments play together. I mean, like listen to how thick that is. Yeah, that ripped. I thought that was fucking killer. So great job on that mix, whoever the hell it was. Like I said, I think that's a great example that a lot of guys need to pay attention to. I really should do a video on this at some point and show, hey, fatter bass, thinner guitars is definitely the way how to go. Give your bass player a B+. Like I said, it sounded like he was kind of off in his own world there in the beginning. Yep, I would definitely agree there, Gary. Yeah, a lot of great guitar tones are kind of fucking thin by themselves. No, it's really good. Only Human recordings. Really good job, man. I thought you did a wonderful job. The fucking snare was a little bit too loud in a few spots. I thought, not the end of the universe though. Definitely programmed drums. That definitely was not a real drummer, or if it was definitely heavily augmented. That's for sure. But I thought the overall fucking mix fucking really slammed hard because it was a great balance of bass over guitars. And like I said, more people could fucking learn from that. But yeah, just make sure the bass player is actually playing the same song that the guitar players are. It sounded like he was kind of going off in his own universe there in the beginning. It's kind of like, oh, look at how awesome I am. It's like, hey, asshole, play the same fucking song everybody else is. So I don't know, just yeah, just slap him upside the head next time. But seriously, fucking cool stuff, everyone. Wonderful job. Like I said, you made the bangers list because I thought this was something we could all learn something from. So there is that. Anyway, you have yourself a wonderful evening. Thanks so much for stopping by. I really appreciated that track. Great singer too. I thought that all worked well. I think I want to hear that again at some point. Okay, you have a great night. Take care. Next up, we got like 2 songs left. I think I'm going to wrap it up after that. Yeah. Let's see. We got Unbreak Me by Wandering with Wade. Hey, Wade, thanks for stopping by. He's always a fucking welcome here on the show here. Here we go. right, Wade. Wow. That was fucking cool, man. I love how the dynamics on that song, like the guitars are got this kind of thin, fried, industrial, like fucking almost like a Ministry kind of sound. But fuck, man, they're when they kick in, they really fucking kick in. Wow, that was fucking cool. I thought that was a phenomenal vocalist. Yeah, she's not. The autotune is not helping. Unless you really, really, really want that robotic song. I mean, geez, man, just turn the auto-tune off. Let's hear the fucking singer because she can obviously sing. That would be my suggestion anyway. That was produced by your friend Trey. Really? Okay, well, that's why there's auto-tune on there. Gonna have to fucking arm wrestle Trey over that or give him a noogie or something. Okay, yeah, I thought, like, dynamically, I thought the song was really fucking cool. Good for Trey for producing. Vocally, I thought it was really great. Yeah, there was lots of great dynamics on there. A very interesting song. Okay, who we are, you're absolutely entitled to your incorrect opinion. No problem there whatsoever. But yeah, I thought it was a weird kind of fuzzy guitar sound. It was kind of different, and it's great. It had its own thing going on. Again, a bit industrial sounding. Yeah, it was kind of like Ministry meets, I don't fucking know, but I like it. Vocalist was great. I said, it's like the auto tune was kind of like, it'd be like photoshopping the Mona Lisa. It just doesn't fucking need it. She had a great voice. I'd like to hear it. Hey, AD Wheeler, thanks for coming out. I think we got time for like one more song here. But overall, Wade, thanks so much for dropping by. I thought the tune was cool. Yeah, tell Trey to turn off the fucking auto tune, or if you did it. Yeah, like I said, it just doesn't fucking need it. Just because we can doesn't mean we should. That's my big thing. But yeah, congratulations on a great arrangement. I thought that song slammed. It's in the bangers list, by the way, if I didn't mention that, yes. The guitar players. Yeah, seriously, I did put the song in the bangers list because I think it deserves to be there, and because I just thought it was an interesting song. And anyway, let's move on. We got Ashes in the Sky by Remorse by Omission. Here we go.
Barbed wire dreams and black smoke days where silence screamed and hope decayed. Names erased by numbered skin, but in their eyes the fire lived. Steel gray trains and empty stairs, ghosts of songs that filled the air. They stood in lines but not for bread, led by lies to gates of dread. Ashes in the sky, carried by the wind, tears that never dried, voices growing thin. History bleeds, but memory won't die. They live in the flames, in the ashes in the sky. Mothers held their children close, one last breath, one final hope. The world turned blind or turned away, while innocence was burned away. But still the whispers rise like smoke, through every crack the truth still spoke. Not just a number, not just a name, they were the light inside the flame. Ashes in the sky, carried by the wind, tears that never dried, voices growing thin. History bleeds, but memory won't die. They live in the flames, in the ashes in the sky. Never again, we swore aloud, but silence echoes just as loud. The cost of hate, the price of fear. Their song remains, it's crystal clear. Ashes in the
Okay, yeah, it definitely does sound like there's some phase issues going on there. It just seems like sounds to be a bit hollow. Not sure what's going on there. We got some people saying they think it's fake. It might be. I don't know. Is that a real vocalist? Because if that's a real vocalist, give the guy a gold star. The guy can sing. Unfortunately, we have to ask that question these days. Can this, is this legit or not? Why are the drums so dry? That's my question. No, those weren't real drums. They might have been. I don't know. Again, it's getting so hard to tell what's real and what's not anymore. Wow. I thought the drums needed some reverb for that, especially that kind of a song. It needs some ambience, some reverb, a little bit of space. That was the big thing there, in my opinion. The drums were just really, really dry, but I wasn't sure what's going on with the phase thing there when it just, like I said, it sounded a bit hollow. Start playing with your start playing with your polarity button and see what's going on there. Not sure. It's hard to say just by listening to it. I know there's an issue. I can't quite place my finger on it though. A lot of people say, "Is that AI? Is that AI?" I'm not sure if that's what I want there. If that's what I'm thinking. Like I said, it just sounds like something's a little bit hollow, and that sounds like a phase issue. I'm not sure what's going on. If you've got a polarity button, flip it, see what happens. See if that comes together and whatnot. Let me just hear that one more time. That was, I want to try flipping the phase here.
Not just a number, not just a name. They were the light inside the flame. Ashes in the sky, carried by the wind. Tears that never dry.
Yeah, your background vocals disappear when I put the mix in mono. So here's what happened. It sounds like you copy pasted your background vocal instead of saying it twice.
Voices growing thin, history bleeds.
Yeah, whatever you got going on, you might want to sing it twice instead of doing that weird phase panning thing you're doing right there, because the vocal just kind of dies when you put it in mono.
But memory won't die. They live in the flame. Crack the truth.
I'm hitting the mono button on the console here, so
Number, not just a name. They were the light inside the
your keyboards disappear too.
ashes in the sky, carried by the wind.
Yeah, those high keyboards, those just vanish there. You've definitely got a phase issue there. So not sure what's going on. They just die when you put it in mono. So if you've copied and pasted an instrument or a track and panned it left and right, that could be the problem. It's always better to play it twice. So that might be a big contributor to your issue right there. So yeah, maybe try that again. Or yeah, you might have a widener on there that might be interfering as well. That's a good point too. So maybe back that off a little bit because it's not helping. Always check your mix in mono. And if you're like, oh, how do I do that? Well, every DAW in existence has a mono button on the master fader. So try that and see what's going on. Hey, Raga3, how you doing, man? Actually, I'm about ready to wrap it up here. Okay, so who sent that in again? Let's see. That was Remorse by Omission. Thank you so much for sending that in. I really do appreciate that. Yeah, I didn't give too much warning for this one. I'm gonna hopefully be able to do next Monday as well. We'll see what's going on. Maybe I'll do it Sunday. I'm not sure. But I do appreciate everybody coming out tonight. That was an awful lot of fun. I think I'm gonna wrap it up right there. And I'm going to go take it easy tonight. But thank you, everybody, for coming out tonight and supporting the show. I really do appreciate it. It's been a rough week, that's for sure. So, yeah. But thanks, everybody. Anyway, yeah, we're going to be taking a look at the Magnetone this week. I've got a real fun video about that. And it's a really killer amp. I'm really blown away by it. And we'll go from there. Anyway, I'll see you guys in a couple days on that. And then... yeah, like I said, maybe we can do another stream next week. We'll see. I got to kind of take it day by day at this point. We'll just see how it's going. It's like every now and then, my wife tends to throw me curveballs. Hey, we got to do this. Hey, we got to do this. Oh, son of a bitch. Like I said, last week she had a seizure. So God, that was not fun. But I do appreciate everybody sticking around for the show. It's been an interesting few months, that's for sure. But I am so very grateful to every single one of you guys for all your support. I really do mean that. Anyway, have a wonderful evening, everybody. Thanks for stopping by. This was an awful lot of fun. Hope to see you in a few days on the Magnetone video. It's going to be great. Anyway, you guys have a great night. Take care.